Hi, my name's Alex. Today we'll be talking about how to choose the right generator for the right situation. So when choosing a generator, one of the main questions I get quite a bit over here at the dealership is what's the difference between an inverter and a generator? Typically, inverters are clean power. There is a filter in there that always has a steady sine wave coming out. They're quieter, they're better on gas, and they're more portable. Generators are your first generations of power generating equipment. They are up and down when it comes to the power wave. They always run at the max RPMs. They're a little bit louder and a little bit heavier. Where you're going to save in a generator is at the price point. They're typically cheaper than inverters when it comes down to it. Here is an inverter. Here's a 2000 watt inverter. As you can see the physical size of it, it's almost like a lunch pail. Mobile power, you can pick it up very easily. Other advantages when you're going to an inverter is you have still your basic setup, such as your two plugins, but you also have what we call an eco throttle, which brings it down to a low RPM, and it revs up when you put demand on the unit, and then it goes back down once you're done using whatever you're putting power to, thus saving you gas in the long run. Here is a 1000 generator. This size of generator is typically used for lights, music, that kind of stuff. When you want to put heating elements such as coffee pots, toasters, they typically won't run because that takes quite a bit of draw when it comes to the power. Adding a toaster or coffee pot, you want to go to something a little bit larger like a 2000. Here's one of the most popular models. This is something most people will take out camping with them, tenting. They want to have coffee in the morning. They also run a coffee pot element. Where you draw your limits at here, this one here is the air conditioners. So on RVs and trailers where you want to run an air conditioner, typically that's when you're going to jump down to your 3000 watt inverters or generators. All right, when you go to backing up your entire house off the grid, or if you just want to, if you have a power outage and still utilize everything in your household as if there was no power outage, that's when you're looking at your 65 and your 7000 watt inverters. These are the big guys. These are also commercial units if you want to look at them this way. You're not going to be playing the plug-unplug game with your freezer and that kind of stuff in your house. You just plug it in, switch the transfer switch, and your entire house is off the grid. Going into a 7000, this is where you're going into fuel injected model. You can also get a second 7000 and lug them together to make 14,000 watts. Well, that wraps up for the basic generator introductory video. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate. Give us a call, come on down. We'll be happy to answer any of them.